Mind is the beginning of everything, including the change. If you want to alter your life, you have to start with the right mindset. As said by Alexei Weaver. Good evening, one and all. I am very thrilled to welcome you all to this special evening. The evening which is gonna fill with enlightenment and brainstorming experience. So mind is the central point of all the cognitive functions which impact our day-to-day activity and dealings. Not even for a second we are not in touch with our mind. And thus the medical professionals, the researchers, the scholars and the spiritual teachers have unraveled the mystery of mind and tried to address the various challenges and issues concerning it. And today, we are very, very fortunate, extremely fortunate to have one such expert amongst us. I am feeling a great pleasure in giving a small, brief introduction to the honored guest of today's evening. That is Chaitanya Charan sir. So we welcome sir with a round of applause. Okay. So Chaitanya Charan sir is a mentor, monk, and speaker. He has been the spiritual teacher, life coach, mentor, and a speaker of global refuge. He has traveled across 100 cities in 4 continents of the globe, practically delivering around 400 lectures and workshops annually. Sir has been invited speaker in great institutes like MIT, Harvard, Stanford, he has been also an invited guest in TEDx, UNESCO, World Peace Conference, Google, Intel, Microsoft, etc. Enriched with more than 25 years of strong spiritual practice and experience in the path of Bhakti Yoga, he has been expounding the timeless wisdom of the ancient texts like Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc. He is also the starter of world's only daily Gita blog and practically contributed more than 4,000 articles on Bhagavad Gita and various reflections on it. He has authored more than 25 books with a practical application in day-to-day life from Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, etc., and which has been translated in various Indian local languages as well as the foreign languages. So today in this world, there is a great search to find the missing link between spirituality and science. And our Chaitanya Charan sir is one such expert who is very expert into harmonizing science and spirituality. And he has also generated a website known as spiritualscientist.com, which is a reservoir and treasure of infinite wisdom from ancient texts. So without waiting much, I would like to request sir to kindly enrich us with the words of wisdom. Over to you, sir.
Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay. Is this better? Is this better? Yes. Significantly better. How many of you behind are able to hear me? How many of you are happy that you are not able to hear me? So let's begin with a small invocation
the divinity in all of us to guide us to enlightenment history. Okay, try to repeat after me. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So I'm using this whiteboard to write and draw some things. Broadly, there are two kinds of people in the world. Some people are wise and some are otherwise. And it is not that there is two kinds of people. It's the same person seems possible. Especially when we have to give advice to others. Sometimes we are surprised at the pearls of wisdom that come from our mouth. And especially when we are provoked or agitated, and we are aghast at what they speak. How did I speak such a word? What did I do? We can't even recognize ourselves at times. So, my speaking first started about 27 years ago. When I had this experience of wise and otherwise, I was studying engineering at that time. Am I clear now?
Yes.
So, I was studying engineering, I was in the lab doing some experiment. And suddenly, a friend called out to me, "Hey, there's wildlife on your body." And looked around, and even before I thought or noticed what it was, the first word that came out of my mouth is, "Don't hurt it." And I looked around, I saw there was an insect on my shirt. So my friend had raised his hand to splash it and stopped. I gently put my other finger near where the insect was. The insect crawled on my finger. And then I took it out and dropped it out the window. It crawled away. When I looked back at my friend, he was bemused. His eyes were broad. Looking at me strangely. And that evening, we were sitting together in our mess and eating food. At that time, he told me something. The same friend told me something enraged. Basically, there had been some mistake, and he had committed the mistake, but he had led me to believe that I had committed this. So he had let me take the fall. And now he confessed. I was so enraged. I jumped up on his fist and raised my fist. I will kill you. And as I raised my hand and raised my voice, again his eyes went wide. And somehow, seeing his eyes wide open like that triggered a kind of epiphany in me. So, I was here standing. He was sitting. And I suddenly felt as if I was about looking at myself. As if, wait a minute, who is the real me? Is the real me this person who wants to smash the face of his friend? Or is the real me that person who didn't want even himself to be crushed? So, that led me on an ignorant search. That was one of the incidents. So basically this was the experience of at one level being kind and being harsh. Be wise, be otherwise. And I always was an extensive reader. From that time I started reading more books in psychology and philosophy. And finally I came upon the Bhagavad Gita. And in the Bhagavad Gita, I came across a model of the self that helped me
make sense of my own behavior and also make sense of other people's behavior. So I try to share that model, and then with that try to understand why our mind has these oscillations and what we can do about it. So the Gita essentially states that the self is three level. The self has a physical side, that is the body. Then there is the intermediate mind. And beyond that is the Atma, or the soul. So there are three levels to our existence. And this is akin to the computer system, where we have the hardware, the software, and the user. So these three levels, they are meant to interact harmoniously. So I will take this talk in 4 parts. The first part, I will explain how the mind is meant to work. And the second part, I will how the mind works against us. And third and fourth part, I talk about 2 strategies. I will talk about inside out, outside in, and inside out approaches. Those 2 approaches I talk about today. So normally, how does the mind work? Basically, if you consider the soul to be the. Are all of you behind able to see the font size good enough? So, if I consider, say, now this is the flashlight. This is the source of light. And from that source of light, a beam is coming out. And the beam spreads out. Similarly for us, we can say that the soul is like the source of light. And from that source of light, the light that comes out is consciousness, is Charan. So each one of us, there is the Bhagavad Gita explains there is Atma and there is Charan. The soul and there is the mind. This is analyzing a separate right now. And from the soul, the energy of consciousness comes out. And it goes to the outer world. So consciousness is like the beam of light. The soul is the root of consciousness. And the mind is the root of consciousness. It is a pathway in which consciousness comes from the soul and goes to the outer. So in normal functioning, there is perception from outside. And in the perception goes from the mind, from the body to the mind. And then in response to the perception, some action happens. Perception is inward and action is outward. Now when this is happening, at one level, the mind is meant to be like a transmitter. It transmits consciousness. And when we say, we talk about mental health, what does it mean? Basically, if you compare mental health to physical health. When we are physically healthy, basically our mind, our body acts as a competent tool for perception and action. Where you see, and then you have to act. Okay, I want to go to that particular place. I want to know if you are sick or weak, if you are walking around, you feel great. So physical health means the body acts as a competent instrument. Similarly, mental health means the mind acts as a competent. Now, what is the mind? It's a competent, it is meant to be a competent instrument. For what? Essentially, for processing. Processing the perception and then giving a appropriate response. When the mind is unfit or unhealthy, at that time the response is not appropriate or proportional. So, for example, you consider the outer world. In the outer world, there is always duality. Sometimes there is pleasure, sometimes there is pain. Sometimes there is respect, sometimes there is disrespect. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. So there is always duality. It is a Kali Kushi, Kali Gau. So this is the outer world. Now there are two possible trajectories that can happen in the inner world. One is that the mind exaggerates. That means something small good happens, become elated. For example, you get a new job and the job, good boss. Speaks one word of appreciation. And I say, oh, this is the best job in the world and now. And the next day our boss gives us some feedback. Now feedback is just a polite word for criticism. And then immediately, it's a terrible job. Why did I ever take the job? I hate it. The same thing can happen in relationships. One day we feel, I love you. I can't stay without you. And the next day, I can't stay with you. So, the extent this kind of the common word is hyper. So when the reactions become excessive, at the time when we hyper. Such people who overreact, they cannot be very reliable. It's very difficult to function with them. In contrast, a healthy reaction could be when the outer world is duality, from the inner world there is stillness. We remain still, we remain purposeful. When we are steady and purposeful, the mind does not overreact. Rather, the mind moderates the responses. And in general, people who are like this are called as resilient. People who are like this are more brittle. They are fragile. Some stimuli, it just breaks them down. So, when we talked earlier about whys and otherwise. So, generally, we talk about otherwise, like my friend. When my friend, okay, he's doing something which angered me. But my response was discrimination. I raising my fist to try to hit them and then to speak those words. That was mine was angry. So generally, when the outer response leads to an exaggerated inner response, that's the time when we become otherwise. When the outer response leads to a moderated inner response, that's the time when we get to once. So, the mind malfunctions when it exaggerates the responses. And say if you consider two of the major mental health problems. So, one of them is anxiety, and the other is depression. There are many, but broadly anxiety and depression. So, in both of these, what is essentially happening? When there is anxiety, there's something that is gone wrong outside, but that acts as a trigger, and that trigger leads to an overreaction. Essentially, when there's anxiety, that triggers a horror movie inside our mind. One person uses a strange look. Maybe our faculty use the word use one strange look. Suddenly, are they displeased with me? Are they going to make my life hell? Are they going to not get my degree? What's going to happen? And immediately, horrible starts, and at one glance, and totally overwhelms. In contrast, there is depression. Again, there's a similarity and there's a difference between anxiety and depression. Anxiety is triggered by excessive mental activity. That is the horror movie start. But when depression happens, there is a negative repression. Like the distress comes to everyone in life. I say, one normal reaction could be, I have lost. Okay, I try to get this project, I try to do this experiment, I try to develop this relationship, I try to get this job, it didn't work. I have lost. Now, that is something everyone faces in life. And we acknowledge that I have lost. But when the mind overreacts, it goes further, I am lost. I am lost. Okay, I was trying to do something, I don't even know what I am. So I am lost is in one sense far more damaging. But the most damaging is I am. When we start thinking like this is when a person starts going into deep and dark depression. So the outer loss was there, and everybody faces loss. So generally, anxiety is more associated with fear of trouble, whereas depression is associated more with some trouble, but the trouble we interpret it excessively. Yeah, I lost. From there, we go down, I am lost. So in all of these, what is happening is the outer stimulus, something is there, but the inner reaction is huge. So when this happens, it is essential for us to learn to moderate the mind's feelings. So, as I talked in 4 parts. First part was about how the mind functions. Second part was about how the mind malfunctions. When it exaggerates the reactions. Now, how do we get into moderate this? When it's malfunctioning, how do we get it back to functioning properly? How do we move from a state of poor mental health to robust mental health? So I talk about 2 steps. The essential principle is we need to create a distance. So the outside in approach is, if I consider the mind, the body, and the outer. So, if there are some stimuli outside that tend to trigger us, say if we know that in certain situations we get to panic, certain things happen, we get depressed. If certain perceptions are there that trigger tremendous cravings in us, which are addictive cravings in us. Then at that time, we create some blocks. We create some diagonals or some lines. And this is the idea of regulation, or you call it boundaries. And what we are doing over here is we are trying to minimize the stimuli that agitate you. And this is a necessary first step. It is by no means a complete step, but a necessary first step. Suppose somebody has taken an alcohol and they want to recover from alcoholism. They are serious about recovery. But suppose their house is right next to a bar. Now, if their house is next to a bar, then there will be no bar to their relapse. This is because we all have moments of weakness. And if in those moments of weakness, the provocation is very readily available. So create some balance, create some regulation. This is the outside approach. That is, we observe ourselves and we understand, okay, which are the situations where I get to. And it's important when we are making observation. So, we can look at the mind, we can look at it from a mechanical perspective, and we can look at it from a moral perspective. So, I personally prefer the mechanical perspective. What do I mean by mechanical perspective? Suppose, say, somebody is going to become a doctor. They decide that I can't see school. Does that make them weak? Does that make them poverty? You should face it. You should not ignore it. No, the mind is weak. Suppose we are driving a car, and on the road there is a pothole. Then, if I know there is a pothole, I go along that road, then I have to slow. If I can't fix the pothole, I need to slow down. And if I don't slow down, I will have a jerk. Sometimes I'll have a jerk, and somebody who is driving will say, what a jerk. So, I have to drive carefully. So, better be careful. So, external regulation, this is something which every one of us has to find for ourselves. I was in Canada a few months ago, and after one of my talks on radio, and she said that she had just come that day from a 17-year of giving a driving test. Since she had failed. She was about 40 or something like that. So I asked her, what happened? Since she was in India, she used to drive normal. So she came to Canada, she got a license in Canada. And in the first week of her driving, she was driving along the road, and suddenly someone just jumped on the road right in front of the car. He jumped because he wanted to commit suicide. And she just slammed on the brakes when she saw, wow, the car was going at a normal speed. He was jumping from nowhere. The car just hit him, flew up, and he crashed on the ground, and his head was slashed. And he died. So now she was cleared of all blame. He said like a suicide note. So she was cleared of all blame. She could not have done it. She told me that as soon as I sit in the car driving seat, immediately that evil starts. And leave alone driving. I can't even see properly, I can't even think properly. I start getting a mind. So now, what she had done, since that time, I stopped. Still, I want to learn to drive, but Now at least when I sit down at the seat, I don't want, I don't feel this. I say when I try to drive, my hands would cooperate, my legs would cooperate. So I will drive for 2-3 minutes and I bring it over me, and then so in this case, there is this traumatic memory. One of the things that whenever there is trauma, whenever there is some trigger that leads to a severe reaction, at that time, one of the first things we need to do is to create a distance. So, if she insisted on driving at that time, she won't relax. So when I said, generally what happens when somebody becomes very fearful, we often assess it from moral perspective. Why is so weak minded? But that perspective is not very helpful. What is even less helpful is sometimes we judge ourselves and we label ourselves. Suppose somebody does something and that enrages us. Why do we do that? I'm short-tempered. Well, saying that I'm short-tempered is a description. It's not an explanation. Suppose in the plane crash and the committee is appointed to investigate. And after investigating, the committee gives a report. What is the cause of the plane crash? The plane crashed due to gravity. Now, is that a correct explanation? Well, yeah, if there is no gravity, the plane would not crash. But that is not the relevant explanation. See, planes are designed to fly in spite of gravity. So to say that plane crashed due to gravity is utterly unhelpful. And it's the same as saying I got angry because I'm short-tempered. Okay, you may be short-tempered, but nobody can live angry 24 hours a day. Anger is too expensive an emotion. It just takes too much toll on us physically and psychologically. So, what we need to focus on is when I get angry, what triggers me? Rather than simply saying I'm short-tempered, try to observe objectively. See your mechanical function. The mind is a mechanical device, and there are certain triggers that set it off. Similarly, for somebody petty anxiety, or somebody petty depression, or somebody petty addictive craving, whatever it is, try to understand what it is. So the idea is, when we talk about regulation over here, or boundaries. So it is stay aware and stay away. From what? From triggers. This is a necessary first step. That's the outside approach. These are the triggers I need to guard myself. Now immediately the mind may say, how long can you guard yourself from it? That's not practical. You will be exposed to triggers. You have to be tough. Yes, you have to be tough. But at the right time. If you do something, you can compare a mental trauma to a physical fracture. When a person is trying to recover from physical fracture, the first step is inactivity. You could say enforced inactivity. You put the hand in the sling and don't move your hand back. Now you say, but I can't stay like this forever. Yeah, that is true. But if you don't stay like this now, you will have to stay like this forever. So right now, realize that you cannot do it. And depending on the severity of the fracture, it can go 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. one for this. So first there is not a spirit inactivity, but enforced inactivity. And after that, there is gradual. So then there was a rhetorical, gently move back. Just move 5 times in the morning, 5 times in the evening. This is your exercise. That person might be used to pumping iron in the gym. So this is not exercise. No, this is the exercise for you. So gradually, step by step. Charan Charan Buddha visibility. How is it gradual, step by step? Use your intelligence to manage your life. The first step is that you have to create boundaries for ourselves. If we don't create the boundaries, and if I only rely on my willpower, it's like I have a fractured hand, and I say I rely on my willpower to lift weights. Well, you lift a little weight now, afterwards somebody has to lift your whole weight. No, willpower alone is. So there is no need to feel any kind of shame or guilt if our mind is vulnerable to certain provocations. Acknowledge that and acknowledge that rather than saying, oh, I'm stupid, I'm short tempered, I'm cowardly. Rather than that, look for the triggers. So stay away and stay away from the triggers. And sometimes there may be people who get triggered. Some people get a perverse kind of fun in triggering others. They deliberately speak things which should provoke others. So when this happens, it can be outrageous. Have you, any of you heard this? Maybe? Gossip. So now, when does gossip happen? Gossip is when we hear something we like about someone we don't like. So that is the time immediately eager to hear it. Like if we had animal ears, our ear would rise up and hear it, guard it, and then speak to it. And suppose there's somebody who is a gossip lover. I mean, we all have a tendency to gossip, but not everybody has an equal tendency to gossip. So we have a good relationship with someone, and somebody is a gossip lover. And they come and you know what that person said about you. And they say that, and immediately, without verifying whether that is true or not, we start suspecting that person, we start rejecting that person, we start enraged with that person. So if it happened once, okay, we didn't know. Rather, we clarified and find out that the person completely distorted with things. And next time, we realize this person can be triggered. Sometimes people can trigger by creating doubts in this. Doubts can be about others, and the doubts can be about ourselves. Some people like to play games with our mind. So if we know that, avoid those triggers. And that is why our association is very important. And we can say the quality of our life. It is directly proportional to the quality of the people our mind associates with. Not just we associate with, but our mind associates with. What that means is that we may interact with many people. But there are some people, they speak something and that just gets destroyed in our mind. and their mind keeps repeating that. So there will be some people who discourage this concept. And we do something good, and they are expert to find something faulty problem. And they speak back, and that's what we do. So that's why spiritual circles, when the idea of satsang, now we may think of satsang as going to a religious program and associating with religious people. That's one aspect of it. But the key point of good association is association that inspires us, that encourages us, that uplifts us, that shares wisdom with us, that are all things, encouraging, inspiring, uplifting us. So we need to be aware of our triggers and still avoid those triggers. And while this is not a permanent solution, it is not a complete solution, but it is an essential first step. Now, having done that, so essentially what are we doing over here? If we consider the body-mind machine. Mind and body is a machine. So, and this is the outer one. So, like I said, we are creating barriers. And in that way, we make sure that our mind doesn't get inordinately agitated. And that brings me to the last part of the talk, which is the inside out. The inside out approach is where we create a distance between us and our mind. That there is the body, there is the outer body. Between us and our mind, we create a distance. And this happens primarily through meditation. You can use different words of meditation, introspection. Like I said, when I was about to eat, I felt as if I was looking at myself from above. So I was not consciously meditating, but I had a meditation experience where I was looking at myself. It is an introspection. Spectacles and spectacles to see. Intro is inside. Look within. So essentially at this stage, when we create this inner distance between us and our mind, at that time we are able to observe our mind. So one of the key principles in yoga texts of the Bhagavad Gita is that treat the mind like a person different from you. Treat them like a person that is important for you, that's a person different from you. Suppose somebody comes and tells you, I'm very that person. So, let's go and beat that person. Because the child of that, suppose the child comes and tells you, that kid is so bad, go and beat that child. Then the parents, yeah, let's go and beat that child. No. Now the parents are not going to neglect the child. But the parents are not going to really accept what the child is saying. Why? What's wrong with it? So like that, we create a distance between us and our mind. Right? Treating the mind like another person. And it is practically impossible to do this constantly. Because the mind is very close to us and we need the mind for function. But if every day we take some time out, then we focus on distancing ourselves from our mind, on observing our mind, then we find that we will be able to catch our mind in action. That means that when we are doing this, it's like my hand was fractured and now it was in a swing for some time. Now, after this, initially keeping in the swing is annoying, it's irritating. I can't do it. But after some time, it's kept in the swing for some time, then moving it is annoying. Moving it becomes painful. But then at that time, it's painful. So similarly, the second stage is where we distance ourselves from our mind. Yes, our mind is upset. So saying I am angry, my mind is angry. Don't identify with the mind, identify the mind. As I say, the mind has some emotion. It is not neglecting the emotion. When the child, mother or the parent will neglect the emotion of the child. What they do is, okay, this is happening, what's going on? So this creating this inner distance. The more we are able to create this inner distance, it's like inside out approach, right? Because we are starting outside in approach, we started from the trigger. Okay? Maybe trigger away. But inside out approach means I start from myself, the spiritual essence of who I am. And then I create distance from the mind. So when this happens, we layers inside out approach. It centers on don't identify with the mind. Okay, identify with the mind means we uncritically accept its emotion, its desire, its reaction as our reaction. I am angry. I am depressed. I am worried. This is identifying with the mind. So don't identify with the mind, identify the mind. What does it mean? My mind is angry. The Bhagavad Gita talks repeatedly about this concept, becoming an inner observer. So it uses this word udasinava. Udasinava means as if detached. So I'll write two words over here. And if any of you can tell me there's a difference between these two words, then let me know. There's disinterested and uninterested. Is there any difference between the two? I do this exercise in a college in Pune, and one boy said, I'm not interested. Do you think the difference between disinterested and uninterested? Yeah. How many people think they mean the same thing? So I already told the answer. So, see, I'll give you a hint.
First, it can be it's of no relevance to me, and the other thing is it is relevant to me, but I am not interested in it. I am not willing to do it.
Okay. That's an interesting thing. Yeah, let me give you a keyword. Yeah.
But this is something we have relation to, but we don't want it right now, and unless something we don't have any relation to. If we are not really interested, whatever happens.
Okay. Yeah, very close. And you are also in the right direction. It's closer. I'll give you a clue. You heard this word vested interest. So, disinterested means no vested interest. It means impartial. And uninterested means indifferent, uncaring. So, when disinterested the word is used, it's without interested interest. Whereas uninterested, it does not use the word interested. So I don't find it interesting. Now, why is the difference between disinterested and uninterested interesting for us? I will try to understand this idea of inner observer. We consider a cricket match in which there is the umpire. Now, should the umpire be disinterested or uninterested? Disinterested. So the bowler bowls the ball and the batsman misses the ball, the ball hits the pads and batsman. All the bowler in the field is like, how's that? And the umpire says, I was not watching the ball. umpire cannot say I'm uninterested. The umpire has to be disinterested in the sense that the umpire cannot say, oh, I like the bowling team. So every time you are looking like you go, oh. No, you have your likings. You have to be unbiased. So, you respond to the appeal not based on the volume of the appeal, but the validity of the appeal. That's disinterested. So, similarly, what the Gita says is that we cannot be uninterested now. It's our mind, it's inside us. If I am feeling angry, if I am feeling hurt, if I am feeling insecure, I can just touch the feeling. But, so you can't be uninterested. So try to be disinterested. Disinterested means, okay, what do you think I feel this? So, if we learn to become inner observers like this, then we can, if we talk about emotion management, there are two unhealthy ways if we consider pendulum to respond to our emotions. One is just express. I feel angry, I just yell at others. Nobody can actually just express every emotion and function in them. It's just not possible. So many emotions come with this. So expressing every emotion is unreal. But if you go to the other expression, other than suppress. So if I express everything that comes in my mind, I will cause other people to do it. But if I suppress everything that comes in me, I will do it. You cannot do this. And in between the two is process. Process means, okay, my mind is feeling angry. What is the cause of this? Try to be as objective in evaluating this. And now sometimes you will succeed, sometimes you will not succeed in the moment. But we can do it at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if we have some time for introspection, you can observe people. What are the moments that I gave and I remember, okay, when I got angry, or when I upset? Okay, what happened exactly? What are the experience situation? What are the internal emotion? How did you progress? So observe your process. When we do this, we will learn more process. And in this way, inside our approach, we will be a distance between us and our mind. That will enable us again to moderate distance. And the child also says to the parent, what did it? Now the parent is here, and only here to them. Okay. Yeah, actually, there are nice for him. You lost the life, and you did this. You have to calm down next to the child. Sometimes you want to confront the other child. But we don't do it, just argue. And this, inside our approach, see, in principle, it seems very sensible. But in practice, it can seem very good. Because if emotions they become a great force. And distance ourselves from them is not easy. And that's why the Bhagavad Gita tells us one more thing. In this inside our approach itself, in 342, the Bhagavad Gita talks about inner hierarchy. It says that this is the soul and this is the mind. Now, we want to create a distance between the two. We don't want to conflate the two. The distance is not created what happens essentially is the soul and the mind, they not only become close to each other, effectively, between the soul and the mind are the same. And every emotion that comes within us, we identify with it and we act upon it. And that can be quite unhealthy. That's how a small trouble externally can lead to a huge overreaction. So now to create this distance, if we want to create this distance, basically the point is the mind is unsteady, but we want ourselves to stay steady. For that, we need to have something bigger going on. And that, the Bhagavad says, is the ultimate reality. That is, you started the evolution of the Bhagavad Vasudeva. So the ultimate reality can go by different names and different traditions. But that ultimate reality is present in each one of us. In the Bhagavad Gita section on Bhagavan. So when we link, when we hold on to that inner reality, that becomes like an anchor for us. When a storm is coming and the waves are coming, almost distant. Yes, we can try to system. But if the waves are very strong, then staying steady is difficult. So if we are in motion, if the waves coming, we go up and down. The wave is small in the system. But sometimes a giant tsunami like comes. At that time, we can't see stability. So that is the time we need this divine anchor. This divine anchor extends throughout the ocean. This is the anchor, the divine quality is there within us. And when we connect with the divine, what does connecting with the divine mean? It means that we understand that there is some higher power. There is something unchanging beyond the changes of the world. The changes that may happen in the world, the changes that may happen in the mind. Beyond that, there is some unchanging substratum to existence. And to the extent I hold on that unchanging substratum, then I can face the changes. The more things change, the more we need to hold on to something that does not change. And this limiting process is called as yoga. Yoga is often equated with physical postures. And yes, they are a part of yoga. But yoga ultimately is meant to be much deeper, much more deeper. And yoga connects the Atma with the Paramatma, the soul to the super soul. The finite consciousness to the infinite consciousness. And there are various forms of yoga, but the purpose of all these yogas ultimately is to give us a firm grip on that inner reality. When we have that inner grip, then we can observe our mind. We can process our mind's emotions. And we can respond. When we are thus internally stabilized, then we can go to this point now. Say, this is our consciousness. Now, generally, when some stimuli comes into consciousness, there is fear. Now, what may happen is that fear you can go one way is fear grows and completely consumes our consciousness. And this is unhealthy. But the other thing can happen is that fear is there, it's still there, but we bring something bigger into our consciousness. What is that bigger thing? That is our inner condition. That is our inner spiritual awareness. Yes, this thing has changed. No, I lost this. And this thing went wrong, or this thing may go wrong, or this agitated me. We can't deny the agitation. But if we have something bigger in our consciousness, we hold on to it, then that trigger will take over our consciousness. So, we may have to live with, for example, this fear is there. We may have to live with fear. We don't have to live in fear. So, the nature of life is fear, failure, pain. All these are parts of it. But you don't want it to become our entire life. We don't want them to take over our life. So we may have to live with fear, but we don't have to live with fear. That is, fear is a part of our consciousness, and we have to swallow our consciousness. And that happens when we have something higher to hold on to our consciousness. By that, we can become internally empowered. This inside our approach is the final solution. The stronger, the greater we can distance ourselves from the mind, the greater we can anchor ourselves in the divine, the better we can manage the mind's ups and downs. And the better we can function even through the mind's ups and downs. And summarize, I discussed 4 points primarily. The first point was the model of the self. I started talking about whys and other whys, and we talked about how mind, body, and soul, they are 3 items within us. It's a kind of consciousness, what comes out. So normal function is perception goes in and appropriate some action comes out. So mental health is when the perception is processed appropriately so that is processed properly so that appropriate action happens. But in the mind, it is not competent instrument processing, at the time it's malfunction. Then the second part of malfunction of the mind, we discussed primarily that there is a small outer provocation and there is a huge inner reaction. The mind tends to exaggerate hyperventilating. That's what makes a person fragile or brittle. A small danger is total anxiety. Small failure is complete depression. So, how do we deal with this? The first was regulation. Regulation was the outside in approach. And we know our triggers, whatever are our triggers, and we create barriers between us and ourselves. So this is not a matter of poverty or weak. This is a functional necessity. If the hand is fractured, it has to be put in a sling. This is the outside in approach. And it's necessary first step. Make sure that we don't make a bad situation worse. And the next was meditation or introspection, where we create, and it's an inside out approach, that we create a distance between us and our mind. So we become detached observers, disinterested, not uninterested. And when we do this, then we can better, instead of simply express or suppress, we learn to process our emotions. When we process our emotions, then each one of us can respond appropriately, proportionally. There may be fear in our life, we have to live in fear, we don't have to live in fear. Thank you very much.
So, thank you very much, sir. As I told you earlier, that sir is very expert in harmonizing the science and spirituality. He is a spiritual scientist. So, we have seen that how clear-cut and expertly sir has demystified the science of mind in and out. So, now it's time for question and answer. So, if you have any doubt, any long lingering questions in your mind, kindly feel free to ask to sir. Sir is available for us to clear all our doubts. So thank you, sir, once again for scintillating lecture. You can raise your hand and the mic will reach to you.
that some activities will stimulate our mind, and some activities will stimulate our mind and will react in certain ways. And for that, we detach our mind and look over ourselves and how we are reacting. But is it not possible to not create that stimuli? Like if certain things are happening, I am not getting affected by it. Is it not possible? Like it's about practice, and if you see it as a psychology in a psychological way, so if I am a certain person and I am having certain trait, so certain activities will I will react for this, and if some more mature or some more psychologically improvised person can't react to that same activity in the same way. So with practice, it is possible. I think it is possible to not even get that stimulus.
Okay, so is it possible to be not affected by stimulus in practice?
Yes.
Well, yes and no. I would say that the mind is complex. Now, which part of the mind is changeable and which part of the mind is not changeable? It's difficult to say. It's difficult to know in advance. Okay, for example, different people respond to changes in temperature. When the temperature drops, we may all notice that it's cold. Some people find it unbearable. Some people just notice it unbearable. Now, if somebody tells you, I'm feeling cold, you tell them, don't feel cold. But if you don't feel cold, you don't have a lot of choice for it. You can say that, don't be so affected by it. What will you do? Yeah, it's just here for a half an hour. You call it. But you tell them, don't feel cold. That's not so dangerous. But, say if somebody goes from India to say Canada or from New Zealand, put a very cold over. And you say the cold might be unbearable. This area for a few years, the body gets sensitized or desensitized or is adapted. And then the same cold not trouble so much. But some people don't get adapted. And they find it the weather very troublesome. Then they go to some other part of the world where it's normal. So we don't have to make it a very big personal issue if a person is not able to moderate their responsive sounds. We will all be able to improve from where we are. So if my reaction is this much, from there it can become this. It can become significantly less. But for some people, it's almost a flat. There's no effect at all. Okay, I will not come to that level. Maybe not. But we can definitely improve from where we are to a more moderate level. If we set a goal that seems unrealistic or that seems impossible for us, and sometimes pursuing that goal seems so discouraging that we will do it. That's why Charan is Charan. Because with the mind, it's gradual, incremental approach.
Continuing to that, if we think it as a outcome of certain step, if I am about to do something and if I think it as like a task and if I perform certain steps to achieve that goal, I will achieve it. Otherwise, if I fail to do those steps, I will fail, and the output will be certain. If I think that way, the emotions will not trigger me, and that the output will not hurt me.
Yes. There are, in one sense, no unrealistic goals, but there can be unrealistic time frames. There can be unrealistic deadlines. By this time, I will change this much. And maybe not. But we keep implementing it. And yes, we get to a very empowered level as compared to where we are.
That was my point. With practice, we can try to suppress that oscillations, right?
I would not suppress, it's more of transient. The oscillations don't affect us. When they come back, not that suppress means they are coming, not very real. I'm angry with you. I'm either biting my lips.
Suppressing, not in that
Yes.
sense. Like, not figure to that way.
They become unnoticeable for us.
Pranam Maharaj, thank you for a wonderful talk. So I wanted to understand one thing that this process of detaching ourselves from the mind, is that a process of buddhi or like constantly reminding that I'm not the mind, I'm the mind. This anger belongs to the mind, not to me. Or like,
It's very difficult to do that constantly.
right,
And buddhi is definitely a part of it. That we need intelligence to remember in a different form. But it's not just intelligence. I talk about the process of yoga, which connects us directly to mind. And if we distance ourselves from the mind, what it essentially means is that buddhi is intelligence. And buddhi leads to sakshatkar, that is realization. So you want to get more and more realization of it. Now, if you say I want to work on one thing, okay, I didn't short term, I did reality. Okay, I don't want to do that. Then we may get angry and resolve and not will get angry. And we get angry, and somebody reminds us we got angry. And we get angry for them and remind us that we got angry. The mind will compound emotions. So I say I will not get depressed. And I get depressed, and I got depressed. So to avoid this sort of ways, during the course of the day, whatever might happen. Only at the end of the day, if right now I am focused on working on anger, just notice the times where you are working. And at those kind of moments, then I go on the road, this is where the problem is, this is where my car gets wrong. Next time I am going through, what's the problem? So it's gradually what is a reality becomes realized by us. So buddhi intelligence is vital, but intelligence has to be applied in that realization. That's when the transformation happens.
alright, thank you.
Any other question?
Thank you. My question is, let us suppose if we anger suddenly, and what are the things, what are the steps so we can do that to avoid that sudden anger or slow effect of that anger, so that we can control our anger at the same time, a little bit control of control.
What can we do to control anger when it has occurred? That's like asking, when the volcano is exploded, how can we minimize the damage?
Yeah, like that. Yes. Because it's comes through the practice, as you said. But right now, what do we
By
do?
that time, it's too late. But I don't mean that too late in the sense that it's irreversible. But a lot of work has to be done before it. But at that time, generally, the outside approach, inside approach. So, if there is some person who is, there is some person who will care for his image. Maybe it could be our parent, it could be our partner, it could be somebody who is important for us. It could be our spiritual mentor. When that person, we don't want to displease that person. In thinking of that person, can let's say for example, say parents will husband wife will call. But if both of them care for the child is in front of them, it's not about it. Both of them will be angry. It's not about the same thing. So all of us have to find something in our life that is non-negotiable. Whatever happens, I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm angry, I'm really angry with you. So to the extent we can find something non-negotiable, then that can act as a deterrent for us. So in the Ramayana it is described that when most of us know the story how Ram was exiled to the forest because of Kaikai is manipulated by Mandara. So after that, Bharat and Shatrughan attacked. So they came back to the kingdom, and Bharat saw Mandara dressed very opulently, like he had a royal office. Shatrughan had reached. And Shatrughan at that time charged for Mandara and caught her and said, "Shake me violently." He says, "The death of my father, the exile of my brother, the agony all over Lanka, all over Ayodhya, this has happened because of you. You have destroyed our entire dynasty." And so scream to the streets, like they came into the streets. So he was stop. There was no to stop. So he Bharat. There's nothing to stop. And Bharat said, "Oh Shatrughan, what you are doing to Mandara, I have felt a dozen times by doing the same thing, not just to Mandara, but even to my mother. It is a cost to your days. But if Ram hears that we are having evil, he will never forget us. We want him to come back. If we anger him further, he will never listen to us. Therefore, stop. So that his anger, in one sense, is completely justified. But if you focus only on that, the anger will be wild. We focus on a higher relationship. So for each one of us, we have to find out something that we want to appreciate and learn to put on it. So I may feel irritated, I may feel whatever emotion I feel. If there is someone or something that you want to appreciate, that means we have to build that thing towards a non-evolution. That's why our culture, our upbringing, our habits are character, they also play a role. That's why sometimes when the lava is exploding, that time, what will you do? Once it's too late, it's not too late. So we have to find out what is the non-negotiable for us to hold on to. Now there are practical things also which we can do. This content, this influence. So that's helpful. But that is not a lasting solution. Is that at that time when the energy is coming out, it's exploding. You might put a lid on it. But that lid doesn't come out. It's like, okay, we need some higher channel for our energy. The best way to deal with temptation or provocation, the best way to deal with provocation is to have something bigger than provocation to deal with. If I am going for a very important interview, and I am going along for the interview, because I have a friend in me, a friend telling me, and I greet that person and that person stops me. I feel anger. But at that time, it's hard to overcome. So the best way to deal with provocation, the provocation is that my friends come to me, or this person's come to me. If that's what I feel about or angry, I had something. So the best way to deal with provocation is to have something bigger than the provocation.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, sir. Thank you for this wonderful talk. So my question is, what is more reliable tool or more important tool, intuition or intelligence? What I think, intelligence is something which we gather over a period of time, like expression or experience. But I think intuition is something beyond it. So what is more reliable and more powerful tool, intuition or intelligence?
Which is the more reliable intuition or intelligence? It's like if I'm in a war, which is the better weapon? Well, whichever is available, isn't it? So, intuition is very powerful. But is intuition available all the time? Sometimes you just get an internal blank. If you face a situation, nothing seems to be thinking inside that. But if we get intuition from within and from our past experience, you know when I do this it works. We all from our past experience can know when something is intuition, which is guiding towards something good, and then something like impulse, which is just misguiding. But from inside, the impulses are never going to make a black hole. What comes out of it doesn't come with convenient labels. I am still intuition. It doesn't come like that. So, over a period of time, we can get a sense. This situation is going to be good. And I did in the past, it worked. So, intuition, we get it is good. But intuition is not something that will come at our mind. But intelligence is something, it's not like a skill that we can develop and master.
What is the basis of consciousness? I mean, is the intelligence or the intuition? What are the basis of consciousness? What fits better?
Are we talking about consciousness or are we talking about conscience?
Consciousness, subconscious minds.
Okay. So the consciousness, as I said, is the beam of light that comes from the heart. Without consciousness, there cannot be anything else. Everything is inert. Like I have a computer, the computer has no power. Whatever is inside is useless. So consciousness is the basic electrical energy, basic energy that enables everything to function. Now when we use the word subconscious mind, see from a spiritual perspective, from the spiritual perspective, even unconsciousness is not the absence of consciousness. It is just a state of consciousness. What does that mean? That means this is the soul, this is the mind, this is the body. Now, Chaitanya can come out from the soul through the mind to the body without moving. This is called the Jagriti stage, the awakened stage. When Chaitanya comes primarily to the level of the mind, slightly to the level of the body. So this is the Swapna stage. So when we are asleep, are we conscious of the level of the body? Slightly. That's why we hear an alarm clock. Let's say somebody throws some water on us, we wake up. When somebody is walking by the room, we are not noticing this. So consciousness comes slightly. Similarly, when is a person unconscious. Now, unconscious means conscious basically slightly down. So even the state of unconsciousness, it is not that consciousness is absent. Consciousness, wherever there is soul, there is consciousness. But consciousness is not manifest in the physical. So it is a subconscious mind. What it means is that there is a part of the mind that we are not conscious of. If I have a mind, it is a conscious mind. It is subconscious mind. So we could say, if I have a computer, now in the computer's hard drive, I have some data. And then there is the external drive. That is data. So the external drive data can also be accessed. We have to make a specific connection. So similarly, whatever is in subconscious mind, that is the data in the external drive. That is not normally accessible. Now, there are times what is in subconscious mind also surfaces up. But it's not always so easy. Other way to understand this is that you could say what is the conscious mind? If they take information from the monitor. That's what we are seeing right. Okay, I see the files over here, this is data over here. But Subconscious mind, what is the memory? The point is, subconscious, what is the subconscious mind, that also has to be accessed through consciousness mind. It's like whether the data is in the external hard drive or wherever it is, if there is no electric power, there is no empty access. So, for us, there are things in subconscious mind which pop up at times. Whenever they pop up, they can be illusion. But the conscious mind is one of the ready resources available to us. And that's why, while we work to use that ready resource, we also attune ourselves to all the illusion.
Thank you, sir.
This entire concept seems too self-centered in a way. Where does compassion fit in all of this? I can do this for myself, but that still doesn't give me a proper way on how to deal with other people who haven't done this yet. Or, yeah, where does compassion fit in this entire scenario?
Good question. Well, to the extent we try to manage our mind and we realize how challenging it is, to that extent we will become more considerate and compassionate towards others in dealing with their challenges. Everybody has a mind, everybody's mind troubles them. Now, what may happen is for me, I may not have much of an anger issue. Maybe for me, the issue is with anxiety. For somebody else, it's angry. Now, I may, when that person gets angry, I just do this meditation on this now. This statement. This is how it is. No. If I really am empathic, if I really understand how the mind works, then what will happen is, I will not compare my strength with others' weakness. I can moderate my anger so well, I can't do it. I tolerance in comparison, let me compare my weakness with others' weakness. Just as I struggle to deal with anxiety, this person struggles to deal with it. And that's what compassion is. So, the mind is something which we all share. But the weaknesses of the mind, we don't necessarily share. Each person may have their own weaknesses in the mind. If we truly understand the mind, we can actually release our compassion. Because we understand that we are all, we may not be exactly in the same boat, but we are all in the same ocean. And we are all in boats that are fragile, that are vulnerable. So that's how we get to more understanding compassion. So can provocations also happen for good things? Well, yes. So for example, if we see some terrible thing happen, some atrocity happen, at that time that will trigger us to make a change. All the reform, all the transformation happened in the world because people found something that was wrong, and that wrong thing was unreal. So there's a time when we don't need to motivate ourselves. Like Tilla was talking about anger, I was thinking some anger. So I anger for that. Generally, you're angry, that's bad. But there are times when the absence of anger could be a bad. See, we are passing by a school, and there's a big bully who's terrorizing a small kid. And you just walk by nonchalantly and nothing happens. So now let's say, do we have any essential humanity in you? So there are situations in life when we need to actually realize our anger shows our humanity.